reality of the world today is that we are located at that moment in time concerning which the Prophet, Allah's blessings be upon him, said, Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessings be upon him, was that the river Euphrates will uncover a mountain of gold. And people will fight for the gold. And the 99 out of every 100 who fight for that gold would be killed.
Al-Mahmah Kubro akan terjadi setelah mengerinnya sungai Euphrates sehingga mengungkap gunung emas yang terkandung di dalamnya.
We say that it is not a mountain of the metal which is going to come out from underneath the river. No. We say that the mountain of gold came out from underneath the river in 1974. That's right. In 1974, when the US dollar was in no man's land, and the US dollar could collapse, and they were able to secure a future for the US dollar by making a deal with Saudi Arabia. The deal was that Saudi Arabia would agree to do what was haram. What is it? That you will sell oil for only US dollars. Did you hear that? So even if I have gold, I have dinar and dirham, I can't buy your oil. No. Even a schoolboy could see that this is bogus and fraudulent, and it is meant to preserve the US dollar, to make it fly high. Therefore, a permanent demand for the US dollar, because oil is the biggest commodity traded in the world market.
Tahukah Anda bahwa nubuah Nabi Muhammad tentang gunung emas ini benar-benar telah terjadi?
And in 1974, an ocean of oil underneath the river, an ocean of oil underneath the river began to function as a mountain of gold. The petrodollar monetary system came into being in 1974. Russia has said this is an unjust monetary system.
Ведь была же практика уже применения американских санкций в отношении европейских экономических операторов. 9, по-моему, миллиардов. Париба, французский банк, Deutsche Bank, как раз за нарушение односторонних санкций. Да, и что? И заплатили, как миленькие. И, значит, по японскому банку тоже самое прошлись. Ну, вот с этим надо заканчивать. Вот это неприемлемо. Вот о чем речь.
And China says this is a bogus monetary system. It is unjust. And so Russia and China have come together to do what our scholars of Islam are failing to doing. It is something so sad. And then came BRICS, with Russia leading the way in challenging the petrodollar monetary system.
BRICS is an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Those 5 countries comprise nearly half of the world's population, a quarter of the world's landmass, and a fifth of the world's GDP. Their combined GDP is nearly that of the United States and growing. A major aspect of their alliance is the formation of the new development bank to compete with the IMF and the World Bank.
And they are challenging the mountain of gold, which is the petrodollar monetary system. And the Prophet said, when he came back from the Isra and Miraj, they will fight for it. That's where we are now.
Pertarungan perebutan gunung emas itu telah terjadi pada hari ini, dan hanya tinggal menunggu sedikit percikan saja. Pertarungan ekonomi ini akan segera berubah menjadi perang terdahsyat sepanjang sejarah manusia.
99 out of every 100 would be killed. There's never been a war like that in all of history. Never. This has to be a unique war. Will you wake up?
Perang yang akan membunuh 99 dari setiap 100 orang ini tidak mungkin dilakukan dengan senjata biasa. Hadis yang telah disampaikan Nabi Muhammad SAW tersebut mengarahkan kita pada perang akbar yang menggunakan senjata pemusnah massal, di mana senjata ini akan menimbulkan kabut asap yang mampu menutupi sebagian wilayah dunia.
One of the signs of the last day is dukhan, smoke. The skies will be filled with smoke. Yes, that's probably the mushroom clouds which comes from nuclear weapons exploding. And there may be other weapons that I don't know about. But when the war takes place, these weapons will be used. Secret weapons we don't know about. And 99 out of every 100 will be killed. If you're serving in the US Armed Forces and you're listening to me this morning, this is where Trump is taking you.
Mungkin Anda pernah mendengar bahwa beberapa negara di dunia telah membuat bunker-bunker yang disebut bunker anti kiamat. Mungkin Anda mengira bahwa mereka adalah orang-orang bodoh. Tidak sepantasnya mereka membuat hal-hal tersebut, karena tidak akan ada manusia yang selamat dari hari kiamat. Silakan Anda pikirkan kembali apa yang sedang mereka persiapkan.
Colin Furse, seorang lelaki kelahiran 36 tahun lalu, telah bersiap diri menghadapi hari akhir zaman. Dia membangun sebuah bunker atau ruang perlindungan bawah tanah di halaman belakang rumahnya di Stamford, Lincolnshire, Inggris. Sebuah tangga setinggi 3 meter menjadi akses masuk ke dalam bunker. Ruang rahasia ini juga dilengkapi dengan dapur dan area untuk berpesta, toilet, TV layar datar, drum, permainan konsol, dan tempat tidur yang bisa melontarkan.
Sungguh, mereka tidak sedang mempersiapkan bunker-bunker itu untuk menahan terjadinya kiamat, melainkan mempersiapkan bunker itu untuk menahan dahsyatnya ad-dukhan, kabut asap perang nuklir yang sangat berbahaya.
Have you prepared for the war? Have you stocked up on food? Have you stocked up on water? How will you buy food if you have the war takes place? How will you buy, what kind of money will you use to buy food? You want to know when the war will take place, but have you prepared for it? I don't know when the war will start, but I am convinced it will be soon. How soon? I don't know how soon. We can be 1 week away from that. We can be 1 month away from that. I don't know how long it will be. But what I do know is when you have nuclear war, and all these nuclear weapons are used in warfare, it's goodbye. Goodbye to North America. Goodbye to Europe.
Kekuatan nuklir negara-negara maju seperti Amerika, Rusia, Korea Utara hingga Cina akan membuat kerusakan yang sangat besar, hingga kabut asap nuklir itu akan menutupi sebagian besar permukaan bumi. Jika Anda adalah salah satu yang mampu bertahan, bagaimana Anda bisa melakukan jual beli, sedangkan sistem petrodolar dan uang kertas itu telah musnah?
So what I would suggest is that you make sure you have some dinar and dirham stock up, so that you can use that to buy and to sell when the war takes place. And the war could be 1 week from now, it could be 1 month from now. And then at that time, it is an alliance of Muslims and Christians. The two people who wait for the return of Jesus, these two people, Muslims and Orthodox Christians, we're the ones who liberate the Holy Land. And the Prophet of Allah, Nabi Isa alayhi salam, will then rule the world with Imam al-Mahdi, inshallah, and justice will triumph over injustice and oppression, and truth will triumph over all rivals.